All right, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. So today we have a special event going on. So we just had the release of the Iowa DLC here in American Truck Simulator, meaning we have a new state added to our current pool of states. So I think we're gonna do a few contracts because there's usually when there's a new DLC, they have these special contracts that allow you to participate as a community. And there's only one downside to these contracts. You have to keep, I think it's 55 speed limit, which is pretty annoying. I don't know why they do that, but they do. So I guess we'll just try to play a little bit. Hey, Posting, welcome back. So let's do this. Let's browse contracts here and see what we have. But the payments are... There's this car payment here. Goes out of the state. There's another one here that's going to Oklahoma. I don't know. Let's take this one here. That is going a little bit closer. Still Oklahoma. From Tulsa. Yeah, as you can see here, Iowa now is not in dark anymore, in the dark. So we have Missouri that was added a few weeks ago. So we're basically just missing the East Coast here. There's a bunch of stuff missing here. I hope they release soon. Thank you, Laura. Yeah. So there's Georgia missing, Alabama, Florida, which is a big one for me because I live in Florida, Tennessee, Indiana. There's a whole bunch. I hope they go fast. Let's begin delivery. Let's see how that goes. Hey, Volvo, welcome. So today we have Iowa. Welcome to Iowa. That's the first. So let's see what this new DLC is all about. Do I have a cargo already? No. I'm in a dealership because whenever they change the game, they put you they let you go wherever you want. Oh look, there's a training facility here. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, right there. The training facility. Pretty cool. Thank you, Volvo. So let's go. Follow the GPS. Let's get going. We're not that far from the place where we'll get our trailer. Actually, we're just across the street. Hey, Mitch. Hello there. Finally, I was able to start early-ish. I usually say I'll start at 8, and I always start like 8:30, 8:40. Is it here? Is it the next one? The next one. Oh, I can see the trailer already, so I think the GPS won't stop if I'll just go around there and get the truck, the trailer. Hey, it's JJ. Welcome back. So you have a G29? You want to buy a new one? Thank you, Vicky. So I would recommend to you a Moza. I saw the other day like a Moza R12 for about $600, $599. That's a very good price for 12 Newton meters. We're leaving Iowa, which is a brand new state here. It's our first ever live stream in Iowa, and we're going to Oklahoma. So the setup was about $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware stuff. And you won't be able to see in your vertical screen, but I do have triple TVs and a bunch of other stuff. So like the computer's very powerful. There's a lot of, the buttons work and all that. And I think I'm not even close to the trailer. The trailer's on the other side. I'm not going to attach to anything here. I saw the thing just... It's a long trip. Yeah, it's a long in real life. Here in game, everything is compressed. About 20 to 1. Nice. If you want to build a setup like this, I do have a tutorial. Your Wi-Fi is bad or your wife is bad? I'm kidding. And now we're going to connect to the trailer here. Okay, so let's go outside so I can show you guys. So there is my trailer. I hit this button here and connect it. All right. Do I think you can put a Volkswagen wheel on your G29? Can is not a good word. Should, that would be a better word to use. Can you? Yes, you can. Should you? You shouldn't. And the reason is the G29 is belt driven, not a direct drive. So your steering wheel is heavier, and that will numb all the force feedback you have. It'll be a little bit numb and light, and over time it will damage your steering wheel because of the added weight and momentum, so you'll be always moving it too hard. What wheelbase do I have? Drift, I have a Fanatec Club Sport DD, 12 Newton meters. So it's the Trustmaster that has the belt, right? But still the same. Even though you have gears, you're not on a direct drive, and your force feedback is going to be reduced by a lot. I have 12 Newton meters, and it's a little bit too heavy already now. 9, I think it's just about good. I kind of reduced my force feedback to about 70% in most games. And the reason is, I usually drive cars that have power steering. So if it's too heavy, it's not realistic. But I do have quite a lot of feeling on the steering wheel. Like, that's what you're looking for. I mean, you can put practically any wheel on anything. I don't know if it will last a lot, or the feeling is going to be that good, but you can. That's why I said, can you put a Volkswagen wheel? Yes, you can. You can put, a real car steering wheel in anything. I've seen a lot of people do it. I had a T300 when I began, and I really considered the idea, but then what maybe made me buy the first Fanatec was the fact that when I changed to the dashboard, the hole here for the wheelbase, the Fanatec ones were the Thrustmaster was a little bit big, so it wasn't ideal, and I was gonna have to trim a little bit of the edges, and I was already thinking about upgrading my wheelbase, so that kind of just pushed me over the edge, right? Did you use a steering column out of the Volvo, or did you attach the wheel to the base? So the wheel is attached directly to the base. I don't have a steering column here. The way I did, Volvo has this, I think most cars have this metal bar that goes against the firewall, and that's where the dashboard is attached to. So I just welded another metal there, and I made like a small metal table that's welded to that metal that goes to the firewall, and then I attached the Fanatec just like you would on a desk with screws, but it's welded to that's why it's like rock solid. I'm moving my seat, but not moving my steering wheel. Is that an actual dashboard? Yes, it is, Kelly. From a Volvo S60R. Oh no. My T300 had some problems where the buttons would go wild, and that was a ribbon cable that was detaching. I think they didn't put the hot glue that they usually do, and it was detaching, so it was kind of doing all crazy stuff, pressing buttons and doing all weird stuff. Sure, Volvo, I'll be here. Do I do customs? You mean like custom builds? I do not. I don't take builds for people. I will sell a couple of simulators eventually, but those are the ones I'm using to build and make a tutorial. So, no. Can I crash? Yes, it can crash. It won't do anything here in this game, just get me damage and make me pay money to fix it. You won't see any cool crashes. So I will not crash. How much is it, Aziz? So about $300 in car parts, then another $400 in hardware, metal, wood, carpet, Arduinos, the LCD screen right there. How did I get all the electric to work with the game? So that was Arduinos, man. So essentially this and this and this, every button you see here, they became a fancy button box. Meaning they work just like a joystick. So I can just see in the computer as a joystick. So I can just assign things that they do. So whenever it detects I press this button, the hazard lights will turn on, and so on. Is this an actual car? It was an actual car, Capri. Now it's just a dashboard. Thank you, Aziz. Thank you so much, man. The AC works like a real one. No, the buttons do, but there's no air coming out of here. And the reason is, you guys can't see, but I'm in my home office. And in my home office, I have an AC vent, just blowing air right on me, so I don't need it. You have USB encoders to work with buttons on my dash. Yeah, essentially that's what I did here, but instead of working with the buttons you buy, you just plug into Arduinos and use the real car buttons. How did you got nerves to make setup like this? And the nerves, that's an interesting way to put it. It just starts small and it goes big and big and bigger. Like the truth of the matter is, every time you start a project, like a sim rig project, anybody will say, "I'll just buy this steering wheel and I'll be done with it." That's not true. You're not. You're gonna buy then a better pedal, than the best, shifter, and then you get like, oh, I need a better seat, and I need a better TV, and then you go, and then it becomes a monster that it is. Hey, Schways. Good morning, man. How accurate is the steering wheel sensitivity to an actual car? It's pretty darn good. It depends on the game, mostly. Some games will have it better, some games won't. But it's pretty good. Like, I can feel the vibrations of the road, I can feel the resistance as I'm turning. I got 12 Newton meters here, which is pretty good. I mean, some cars enthusiasts will go like, oh, it needs to be higher. But that's not true. I mean, I'm driving a truck. Not supposed to be heavy. If it's heavy, it's not working. Can I drift? Can I drift? What car brand? Volvo. Does the radio work? Yes, the radio does work. Now, I'm not listening through the radio right now because I'm using my headphones, but yes, the radio does work. The sound comes from the computer to the radio, and then it can play out of here, or I can use the 6 CD changer, I can use the FM, I can use AM, and right now it's emulating a 10 CD changer in the trunk, so the signal is coming from the computer. So that's why it says CD number 5, track number 53. That's because the radio here thinks that there's a 10 CD changer in the trunk, which I don't have a trunk. But it thinks, so let's not talk too loud because it's still working. The RPM isn't right. It's relative, my friend. It is right, but it's right calibrated. And I'll explain. So this is a diesel truck. Diesel trucks, just like this Volvo here, has about 3,000 RPMs, where the max RPM that this will let me go to is 2,100 RPMs. So as you can see, I have 8,000 RPMs here, and it's showing me 4,500 RPMs. So how come? Well, I calibrated. So to me, 8,000 is those 2,100. So if I go to max RPMs in the truck, so let's go right now, it's gonna be max almost 8,000 RPMs. That's just about 7,500. I think that's what I used, 7,500. So you'll look at the RPMs in the truck, and it's right there at the almost at the max. I don't know if you can see it before the camera moves back, but right there. And then, so about halfway, it's gonna be halfway. And why did I do that? Because to me, it's more important to know. Gotta stop for the wait station. But to me, it's more important to know when I'm getting close to the red and I have to shift gears than if it would just show me 2,100 here precisely, because then I would barely move the needle. You see what I'm saying? But that's the thing. It's just because I'm driving a diesel truck with a 8,000 RPM car. Exactly. Snooder, you just described every sim racer's real life. Hey, Florida man. Another Florida man that knows and appreciates a spaceball. Nice. Welcome to the live stream. It is a game. Oh, now I can show you better. See here? I'm gonna go like halfway through, and right between the 4,000, that's where it starts my green area there on the RPMs. And if I go to the max, which is 21-ish hundred, that'll go to about 8,000. Just calibrated. Yep, I want the red line working, not the actual number. And to put the actual number would be super easy. I just need to delete the formula I created in my sim hub. So there's an actual formula there that calculates the max RPM of the truck, and then it will say, okay, for now on, this is your new 7,500. Until I load a new game, for instance, Assetto Corsa, I see exactly the number. So if it's 3,000 RPMs, that's gonna show 3,000 RPMs. If the car is 8,000, now there's a trick. Because, think with me, what would be the issue if I'm driving an F1 car with like 15,000 RPMs? I can't see 15,000 RPMs. But then what I do, the game automatically calibrates the 15,000 as 8,000 or 7,500. And right now, when I'm getting to about 7,500, I know I'm, close to the red line. That's what I do. Sorry for the long explanation. Kind of went on a very geeky and detailed explanation about this, but yeah. The gauges is not that hard, man, and there's a bunch of cool tutorials around. Oh yeah, they were Florida, man. I totally agree with you. This is amazing. I love the Spaceball. People don't realize how cool the Spaceball is. Yeah, I mean, it's taste, right, and preference. If you'd like to see, car stopped here on the middle of the road. So it's preference. If you'd like to see 2,000 RPMs only, it's up to you. I don't. I like to see the red line. I want to know what I have to shift. Functionality over visual here. Am I using Arduino for the gauges? Yes, I am. An Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield. Thank you for doing that, Mr. Vasago. I appreciate that. You're gonna work on Saturday, dude? I'm sorry, man. What do I think of driverless trucks? I don't know, Hussy. It's just technology. It'll just keep coming. Does the odometer work? Yes, it does. But there's also an explanation about the odometer. So what you see here on the odometer is working perfectly. If I drive 16 miles an hour, which is I'm just about 16 miles right now, for 1 hour, you'll see 16 miles going here. So that's pretty good. That's pretty simple, right? So odometer doing odometer things. Now, you'll see here that I have 2,029 miles to an empty tank. So you'll say that's moving down much faster than those miles are going up. How come? Well, this is coming from, now you're gonna see the Apple CarPlay here a little bit bigger. So you'll see that below the trailer line, there's fuel and there's range. The range is 2022, so this is coming from the game. I can put whatever I want on this display. And the information I decided to show is miles to an empty tank. So this mileage is showing the game mileage. But then again, why is it going down so fast? Well, because American Truck Simulator is compressed about 20 to 1, give or take. So meaning every mile I drive in the real odometer here, it'll show like about 20 miles there. That's why they're not going together in sync, but the odometer is working, essentially. How did I get the Apple CarPlay? That's a very good question, and I have a tutorial for it. So if you go to the red app with the play button, the one people use to watch videos, you can find on my channel a tutorial on how to install the Apple CarPlay. You can find a tutorial on how to get the steering wheel, on how to build the whole darn thing. And I'm working on a tutorial to help people on how to build the electronics. So yeah. Why don't you be an actual truck driver and make a fortune, Jojo? I mean, I guess I could, but I don't want to travel that far, and I do make a very good living working at an office, so my home office, but still. I appreciate and respect truck drivers, but yes, I do posting. It's the same name as here, Flybrick S60R. Oh, that's nice. Rebuild the Harley? So that's not really work, right? Well, there you go. Sunday will be fun. Is it real or fake? I mean, it depends on what you consider. I am real, and I'm playing a real video game. I'm not on a real road, but I am on a real video game. You're from Sweden, but this Volvo R gauge looks fantastic to me. Dude, I cannot agree with you more. I love these gauges. I remember when I was about 20 some years old and I saw a 2004 Volvo S60R in a Volvo dealership. That just did it for me, man. Ever since, I always loved the Volvo S60R. Do I have a tutorial on the triple monitors? Bruce, I don't have a tutorial on it. I can make one, but the triple monitors is a saga, as you might know. It's a saga because it's hard to align, and then you have to, every game will run a little bit different. So I don't have a tutorial, but I can make one day, as I have to slow down here because the speed limit keeps reducing. Thank you, you're dry. Do I ever drink when I virtually drive? I don't. I just don't like drinking. It's not, there's nothing against it. I just don't like the taste. So I don't drink much. If I drink a beer, I'll be laughing a little bit too much already. How can you get this? You can build one for yourself, Georgitus. So on my red app with the play button app channel, I do have a tutorial there. And I go in detail on how to build one of these. And I'm working on the electronics tutorial right now. Oh man. Go, run, Mr. Vasago. I hope to see you later, man. Have fun. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, man? How's everybody doing this morning? Thank you for the follow, guys. I didn't say thank you for the follows, but I see you guys. I see you guys following. Thank you. Hey, lover, what's up? Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much, man. What are you doing for a living? I work with market research. I work at an office. And there's a speed limit. I'm doing that World of Trucks thing. So I'm flooring, and it's like limited to 65 miles an hour. Hey, Saskia. Hello. Thank you for the follow, Prophet. 1 p.m. and you woke up just now? Oh man, I'd love to do that one day. Gotta stop for on a weight scale here. Thank you, Harry. Thank you so much. Can you crash, please? I'd rather not, Beans. Nothing's gonna happen. You're not gonna see damage. You're just gonna see the number increase on the damage on the truck. Yeah, I'll just spend money just for your entertainment. Send me money and I'll crash so I can fix the damage of the truck. Thank you, lover. Thank you, Darren. Oh, sorry, I missed your message, JS. Thank you, man. It is amazing when everything comes together, dude. Especially like when you build it yourself. Like, this is the real deal, you know? Like, you build things yourself, even if it's much simpler, doesn't matter. Boeing and Airbus lover. Thank you for the follow. Interesting username there. Pretty cool. If you're watching and not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I have a bunch of tutorials on my channel that I show you in detail how to build one of these, and I'm making more videos. So, can I speed or do something wild? Sometimes I can, Beans. So the thing is, I'm doing this World of Trucks. I just installed the DLC, a new DLC that was released just today, Iowa, and the speed is limited to 65 miles an hour, I think. And it's not even limited by, it's like satellite limited. I don't know how to explain, but you'll see. I'm flooring right now, 6th gear. I'm 65 miles an hour now, and the truck won't go any faster. It just physically won't. The speed will not raise. So I'm going as fast as the game is allowing me to go. True. Yes. It's a tank. Thank you, Agil. I don't know how to say it. It took you a month to get the tracker profile together. Yes. I mean, man. You got together, didn't you? That's what matters. How do you like the tracker racer? The track racer profile? Thank you, Angelia. Thank you. See, I'm flooring, and it's not going. Like, my foot is down to the pedal, and it's limited at 65. That's the only thing why I don't like these World of Trucks challenges thing. Snow Runner, yeah, that'd be fun. I never installed it yet, but that'd be fun. And I'm flooring it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any more of these, because sometimes I like to go a little bit over the speed limit, and the speed limit here is 70. So I'm like, oh, and I forgot to sleep. I'm driving at night. Oops. I left the game. Here, go back. This is the button I wanted. So let's stop for a rest so it's morning, because you guys are not seeing a lot on the outside, just the lights. Can I drive a truck in real life? Does the game pay you money, or maybe you should get a truck driving job? Neither of those, Beans. This is just a hobby. I can drive a truck in real life, but I have an office job that pays well, so I'm not going to do that. Does the game pay you money? The game doesn't, but TikTok does. The purple app does, and the red app for the play button also pay me money. So there's that. This simulator has been paid a few times over with the money they paid. So I'm quite happy with that. I have that Worlds of Trucks, whatever thing that they do when they release a new DLC. What's the longest drive I have completed? That's a good question, man. I don't know. I crossed the country here as far as DLCs are, you know, available. Thank you for the follow, guys. We're gonna stop here for a quick rest. You'll see how quick it is. It's just a button press. But the thing is, I'm driving at night here. Not that I don't like driving at night, just that if I drive at night, you guys can't see a thing, right? And the fun is you guys being able to see things. Good morning, Kelvin. How are you doing today? So let's get the truck parked right about here. We'll just back up. Do I need fuel? No, I don't. It's going pretty well today. I can't complain. For the first time in a long time, the live stream just worked first try. farther. I don't want to double park. Oops, hitting the camera here. I don't want to double park, but I think we're almost there. There you go. Use the following and put the handbrake, we turn off the engine, we slip, and then now it's morning. Well, thank you, JS. Thank you, man. Yes, you do need to check out the truck simulator, dude. It's weirdly addictive. And to me, when I'm doing live streams, I want to be able to read the chat and talk to you guys and be able to answer questions. Like, people have a ton of questions. How did you do this? How did you do that? And they give me ideas of, the next tutorials I have to make. I have a little note on all the ideas that I have. I wish I had more time, but I don't, so I'll just keep making them as I can. How does it look so realistic? It looks realistic because I'm using a real car dashboard. What the name of this game, Victor? This game is called American Truck Simulator. How did I make it work? So there's a tutorial on my channel, the red app with the play button, and it will go through the details on how to build one of these. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Vasago. The game's called American Truck Simulator. Yeah, I mean, can you believe, like, 10, 15 years ago, if this was available? Like, it's just mind-blowing to me still. No, it's on a PC. Like, Arduinos are so powerful. People use for so many things. Like, I use Arduinos for the buttons. I use Arduinos, it's on an Arduino, it's an ESP32, but the steering wheel works with an ESP32 right here. Mainly because it's wireless. So I have a Fanatec board here, so the Fanatec wheelbase still thinks that there's a Fanatec wheel here, but the ESP32 is another cool thing. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, it's and also if you guys are wondering why am I doing 65 and not going faster, the game is limited. I'm flooring. I am limited because I'm doing one of those missions. It's the World of Trucks. They just released Iowa and have these community-wide challenges. And I don't know why they put a speed limit of 65 miles an hour. Hey, Jameson. What did you use to wire up the Arduinos? I ordered some DuPont wires. Are those the right thing? Those are the right thing, Aaron. However, I'm using a very thin, I think it's 22 gauge wire, 24 or 22 gauge. It's very, very thin. And the reason why I'm doing that is, you see, when you look at the PCB board, if you pay attention, there's little holes in it, little tiny holes. So what I do to connect the wires to the PCB is I use those very thin wires. I strip the tip and I put through the hole. I make a little, I use a sand, just to sand a little bit the PCB protection. So I get a contact and I put the little wire through there. And I just put a dip of solder so the wire doesn't come out. And then that wire running through the button and then go to the Arduino. So that's how I do it. So for instance, I press buttons and they do button things because the Arduino thinks I'm just shorting a regular, button. And it's actually going through those two wires and going there and then to the Arduino. You can use the DuPont ones, that they're thicker. I think they're 18 gauge or 20. I don't recall right now. But they're a little too thick to be able to stick in that little, hole. Thank you, Jameson. DD1, yeah, DD1s are very good for this application. Oh yeah, I know that company, Apex Sim Racing. They're very good. They have some great button box. You can still learn some DIY, man. You can build like more if you need, like more buttons, more complications, if you will. Right? I'm versatile here. Oh look, there's like a Google Map Street View car. I never seen one of those in the game. Yeah, you would have to solder, and well, soldering guns nowadays, they're pretty cheap, and you can get like pretty good like solder station for about 25-30 bucks. And soldering is much less intimidating. It's more intimidating than hard. I wasn't good at soldering, but you just keep practicing, you'll be good at it. Am I using a Volvo truck? Yes, I am. It's a Volvo VNL 2014. Sorry, the camera moves by itself when it's driving. But yes, I am. The Volvo VNL. Thank you, Camilda, for the follow. Noise. I heard that in a Australian accent. I don't know why. I don't know how to make an Australian accent, but in my head, not like an accent. Good morning. How do you like the DD one? I heard they're pretty good. I'm using the Club Sports DD here with the 12 millimeters. The DD one has what, 20 Newton meters? Was it difficult to set up? It wasn't difficult. It's just a lot of work, man. And there's a lot of... You need to be stubborn in order to do something like this. Stubborn in the sense that, like, if it's something doesn't work, you're gonna keep trying until you make it work. Don't I get bored? Oh heck no, man. I love driving here in the game, and talking to you guys is just a lot of fun. I don't get bored doing this at all. Thank you, Andy. I will try, Aaron, I promise. I will try. There's so many people from Europe that watch my live streams. I think there's more trucks in Europe, more Volvo trucks. I think it's just like in Brazil. I remember in Brazil there's a bunch of trucks from Volvo. Volvo has a factory in my hometown in Brazil, Curitiba. They have construction and bus and trucks. Thank you, Thomas, for the follow. Thank you, don't hesitate it. Thank you for the follow. Today we left Iowa State, and I'm most likely not gonna take another World of Trucks thing, just because their speed limit at 65 is just a joke, and I can't even go faster. I'm flooring it. I swear I'm flooring. My foot is down. There's another toll. The sound you heard is toll being charged. Like here in Florida, we have SunPass. They're equivalent, probably. Oh, it is. It is to the floor, man. Well, not now, but it was. The game mode is limiting, not the truck. It's just stopping at 65. It just does not go any faster. Thank you, I think B. Shirley? I don't know, there's nothing else written there. Thank you for the follow, Kotsa. Yeah, it's just, see, it's floored. It does not go any further. That's not your problem, man. I'm married to for 15 years. 14 years. It's gonna be 15 years next year. And that's not your problem, dude. Even in the world of trucks, whatever thing. What setting is that? Let me do that, because stop here. You guys know a setting that will disable that, I will happily take it. Does the honk work? Yes. So what setting? Is it Euro truck? No, it's American truck. Alright, let's go to system options, because I want to disable that. Is it on gameplay? Let's see here if I see something. Fatigue, traffic offense, preferred job length, parking difficulty, random road events, detours, rain probability, time zones, show blockers, transmission type, truck physics, assistant, blind spot, rain, automatic engine start, automatic blinker turn off, retarder, parking brake, anti-ice traction control, emergency braking system, I don't see it, advanced trailer coupling, trailer cables, trailer stability, camera, no, and it's not going to be on interface. I don't think there's an option. Alright, let's do this. You guys look for it on Google for me, and I'll keep driving here, and if you find it, I'll change it, because I don't want to be limited. Oop, parking brakes go on. Colin, I really like driving, yes. That is a true statement. I work from home, and I still commute every morning. Thank you, BR, for the follow. What game am I playing? I'm not gonna say the first part, gaming. So I'm playing American Truck Simulator, my friend. Hey, Panos, how you doing? Welcome back. So we left Iowa today, towards Oklahoma. I think we're in Oklahoma already, because we're about, what, 4 miles from to our destination. Yes, Talon, it was from a Volvo S60R 2005, which I wouldn't call it an old car. It's a cool car, not an old car. What cargo? That's a good question. I don't know what I'm hauling. I am, oh, of course I do, it's cars. I have one of those. Yeah, here, cars. Is this real or game? I think that should have answered your question. It's a real game. Michael, how on earth did I do that? So with Arduino are very powerful. But this is an Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield, so it talks CAN bus language, which is the card language. And then it connects to SimHub, which talks game language. And then they talk, basically. Yeah, it's a real game, right, Nero? Thank you, Jameson. On Google, it said you can turn it off in gameplay and then truck speed limiter. Okay, we'll check in a second. Did I just skip a red light? No, Aaron, I can turn... Here in the US, you can turn right on a red light. As long as you stop, you use your turn signal, and then you can turn on a red light. That's what I thought, Aaron. I think it's forced. What game is this, Lee? It's called American Truck Simulator. So, Betty, there is a few videos on my channel there that explain everything in detail, but essentially, I just used Arduinos, a bunch of Arduinos. So let's go through the security check. Single player mode only, not in multiplayer, so So this is considered multiplayer? Ah, yeah, I was answering for you. Betty. Batty Ostrich. I was. Keep straight from and half a mile. Thank you, Nero. Have a nice day, you too, man. That's your car. So that was you? Should have waved, man. Yeah, I know there's convos, but I don't think I'm on a convo here. I'm on single player. But I'm doing the World of Trucks Iowa mission things. Where's the PC placed? It's right here on my left. Be cool to be in the glove box. That'd be cool. Or if I had the whole front of the car here in the hood, right? Because that's the engine of the car. Speed! The speed limit here is 30 miles an hour, dude. I can't speed. I follow the traffic law. So this is the stop sign. Stop and then go. Hey, Ryan. Oh, you hide your PC? Oh, you have cats, dude. Yeah, you have to hide everything. I don't. I have a dog. I'm more of a dog person. Thank you, Sick Setup. What did it cost you? So it was about $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware, like wood, carpet, metal, Arduinos, LCD. So here we are. This is where we'll check in. And let's choose the hard one. Why not? And there we go. Where do we have to park it? Let's take a look outside. There. So we have to park right by that trailer. You see there's a tanker, there's a trailer with some like bar thing, and then there's just a box trailer. That's where we gotta park. I think we gotta go that way and then back up. I thought so. In World of Trucks, it cannot be disabled. Yeah, dogs are a little bit more work. Thank you, Johnson. Take a right exit. Turn right. You're doing the GPS voices for me, phone, FM? Alright, so we gotta turn here. We gotta park there. So that's gonna be a little tough. But we'll make it eventually. Even if it takes a while, so you guys are gonna be able to rejoice of my poor parking skills here. Go as far forward as we can here. I think I should have gone a little bit more. Yeah, that's not gonna cut. Let me go back. Let's go more. Gotta go a little bit further, almost to the edge of that thing. And then start turning. Why am I recording and driving? I am not. I'm driving in game, yes. Not in real life. See? But I bet you already knew that. Am I on single monitor? No, I am on a triple monitor. There are 3 TVs here. 3 4K TVs. How much did I spend in the entire simulator? So the entire simulator is not a fair comparison of price. I did spend about $700 in what makes the simulator special, which is the car part and hardware to make it work. But I did spend a lot more money if you count everything else, like the computer. I am running a 9950X 3D with also a 4090. I have the triple 4K TVs, so those are expensive. I go a little bit more. Yeah, that's just about it. And I think now we do the last. And that should put me in the parking spot. And there we go. We're ready for unloading. Just a little bit more there. Oh, sorry. Maybe I missed a few messages. Let me see. Some people actually think it's real hologram. Yes, sometimes they think, but just for a second. Are you unemployed, Steve? I'm not gonna say the rest, but are you? Sorry, I'm not. I'm commuting to my home office. There we go, we parked. So we hit this button and it disconnects. Yeah, it adds up so quickly, JS. 4090, I was super lucky actually. When I bought the 4090, it was right when the prices dipped. So they started super high and then they went down to like $1,600. Still expensive, but I was able to snatch one for that price. So let's get a regular, not because I was doing this in the World of Trucks cruising thing. But the darn thing about this is it's just the speed limit kills me, man. So let's go to the freight market. Just get a real truck at this point. Oh no, we got the first message to get a real car. Let's get the bell working. Yay! Congrats. In what? 56 minutes in. So yesterday it was 20 minutes in my live stream that somebody had the brilliant idea just to me to get a real truck instead of just driving in the comfort of my home with no risk. Took an hour today. It's getting better. The other day it took almost 2 hours. What makes me pick a Volvo interior? I really love Volvos, man. I have 3 Volvos, real Volvos in my garage, and I had my life saved by a Volvo. Find it hard to reverse the trailers in ATS than ETS? Really? Would that be a thing? Yeah, I don't have a truck in real life. The 59 double the price, yeah, for 24. Yeah, I'm not gonna go that route. I'm not gonna go 5090. I'm probably gonna skip it and get the 6090 or whatever, like we have in the. So let's take something from Tulsa and let's try to go back to Iowa. If there's something. There, Iowa. Let's go to Iowa again. See if there's anything else. Well, we gotta go back to Iowa because we have it. Just released. It's a brand new DLC. So let's go. Truck sim, but a normal car sim. I can easily get a truck sim wheel, but I have the original car wheel here, which is much better. And a Volvo one if I'm bored of this one or I need a paddle shifter. There's not a budget issue, and besides, Moza sent me stuff for free, AW, so there is that. Thank you, Asman. Skill issue? I don't think it's a skill issue. Maybe you're just biased. You think it's harder, and then you feel it's harder. Oh yeah, a lot of people don't understand. Like, go tell Max Verstappen to stop driving these silly games in the simulator. He drives an F1 car, for God's sake. And he spends the night playing in, any kind of game here. So, I mean, come on. So let's go. Let's get that trailer. Where's my turn? Next turn. Oh yeah, I mean, almost every racing team, even not F1, like other racing teams, will use simulators to practice on. It's much cheaper. It's way cheaper. People that come and say, "Oh, at this price, you could have bought a car." No, I couldn't. What am I gonna do with a car? Then you have to tow it to the track because it needs to be track, prepared. Sometimes they're not road legal, and then I have to get another truck to tow the car with the trailer to take it to the track, and then I have to pay for the track, and then I have to pay for fuel, and I have to pay for gas. I did a lot of track time, and it's way more expensive than people thinks. Absolutely, that Verstappen guy needs to grow up. Oh, another one! Bro, it's cool, but for this price, just buy a car. I just literally was just talking about this. Yeah, that shows you have no clue. Or you don't have a car, or you never had a track car. But that's okay. I spent $700 in what makes the simulator special, which is the car part. So no, you're not gonna buy anything cheaper. Security pass. Yeah, right? JS, I am sure if I can go to Nordschleife, I can get a decent lap. I might not break any records, but I'll have a decent lap. I know that track from the inside out. In fact, Nordschleife, I know Nordschleife better than most regular Monza, for instance. I can go Nordschleife, but I don't think I'm going to drive that well in Monza, for instance. The dashboard lights are on dies Lucas, so the thing is, I have like 3 lights here. I have 3 TVs, 4K, so the camera needs to adjust to all of this brightness, so they're not lit. But if you look at the lights on the needles here and behind, you'll see lights coming through. My eyes see the lights perfectly. I see the backlights of everything, but you don't because of the camera. It just lowers the exposure. So with the lower exposure, you don't get to see the lights that are dimmer than like 3 TVs just spamming light here in 4K. So would I work as a truck driver in real life? I mean, I respect the profession, man, a lot. It's tough, but I would not work as a truck driver. I love playing in a simulator, but I wouldn't be, I have an office job. I work from home. This is my commute, man. And I can press reset, just literally get up, go to my desk behind me and start working. And that's why I usually live stream from like 8-ish a.m. till like 9-ish Eastern Standard Time. A 986 interior, yeah, if you can find one, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Nordschleife is my favorite track. I think it has everything, and it's super fun. Once you manage to memorize and learn how to drive it, it's so satisfying. And the laps are so long. Like, I can go for a couple laps during my lunch break sometimes, and I just have fun. Unfortunately, live streaming in Nordschleife is not as much fun, because if I just live stream in Nordschleife, I can't read the chat while I'm just trying to find the braking points, accelerate, hit the apexes, and that kind of stuff. I think this is not the right way. Here is the right way, I think. Is it? Yeah. No, it wasn't. That's okay. I'm not ignoring you, man. I answered you. I just answered you. I would not be a truck driver in real life. What other questions did you ask? I literally answered you. Oh, we're gonna have to go for a very long... I hate when that happens. But will we just break the law? No. there's those metal things on the road, so we can't just go and turn around. Bro, you can do this and get paid? Call the job. Dude, I'm paid twice. I'm paid by two. You know, the black app you're watching right now, the red app with the play button, and the purple one. And also, I also have a job that paid to begin this, but then these other places, the social media, paid it for like 3-4 times already. Let me give you a little bit of an insider. Just get a simulator, dude. You won't regret it. Hey, Ronak, welcome back, my friend. Verstappen is overrated. Yeah, because you're good. You're way better than him. Oh yeah, I am, definitely. I'm 43 years old, dude. And you're what, like 8? How did I adjust all the commands to the game? Arduinos, man. Arduinos are the answer to most of your questions here. So on my channel, on the red app with the play button, you can find detailed tutorials. I teach people how to do this, and I don't gatekeep any information. I really just share everything I know, and everything I learn. Everybody will learn from the videos that I make. Because I learned a lot from the internet, so why not just give it back, right? Top G, no, I'm gonna kind of follow the speed limit here, man, but thank you. Yeah, Henry, I mean, a lot of people do gatekeep, and I think that's very annoying, because, let's be honest, they learned from the internet, right? This is complicated here. Which way? Oh, this way. Yeah. I'm 42, man. 42 years. 43, actually. 43. Kind of start forgetting ages when you get this age. I think it's just funny, Ali. It's a lot of jealousy and inability just to try to learn something, because I'm not a programmer, and I learned how to program Arduinos just to build this because I really wanted it. 65 inches, Mark. All 3 TVs. I have 3 TVs, all 65 inch, all 4K, and all 120 hertz. What's the spec? It's a 9950X 3D with a 4090 and 64 gigs of RAM. Thanks, man. Oh, they definitely do. Have you seen? Have you guys seen Jimmy Broadbent? He was a sim racer from his shed in UK, and he's now winning races in Nordschleife, driving a real GT3 car. Yes, the windshield wiper does work, so I just push the lever and it wipes. And the turn signal also. You guys just can't see the turn signal. It's on my left here, obviously. Oops. Why don't I upgrade to the 1590? That's a good question. I think the price is not worth the performance. So I think I'm gonna skip the 1590 and I'm gonna go with the 1690, I think, you know, that they release. Do I have a home cinema? I don't. I just have this simulator here. I don't have a home cinema. So you have 3 32 inches. Nice. Yeah, those are good too. I mean, the size of the 32 inches is pretty good for most simulators. My problem here is that the dashboard is 54 inches long, and in order to get, I only can get the width with a 65-inch TV. That's why I have 65. It's not because I want to go big. It's just because it's literally the only size that will run across the size of my dashboard. Windshield washer fluid. I wish, man. If they would let me map, I could, because if I press the handle, you'll see that there's a red light turning on. That's the engine brake. So because they don't have a windshield washer, I just use this as a engine brake for the truck. I don't think I would get an NVIDIA card unless it was top spec. Yeah, I mean 4090 or 5090, I agree. This was my first NVIDIA. I mean, if I could get a 5090, like almost the same price as a 4090, I would, but to be honest, I'll just wait now, I think. Money, who thought it was a real truck? I don't know. A lot of people think I'm driving a real car for a second, but then obviously they realize I'm not. Do I have force feedback? Yes, I do. 12 Newton meters of force feedback on this steering wheel. It's a Fanatec Club Sport DD, the 12 one. 12 Newton meters. Alright, so let's get a freight year. We're going to Iowa. Take that job. So, where is it? They got the washer on Euro Truck Simulator? I think I have a reason to install that now. Oh, it's on the other side. I can go just for a year. What phone do I use? You mean the one I'm using? It's a camera. It's an OBSBot that is recording and broadcasting. OBSBot Tail Air. That's the one I have. It has a good dynamic range. This is what I really need because otherwise it's hard to show the setup. We're backing up here and we're almost there. Alright, we're there. So to attach, I have to press comfort. And comfortably, I get a trailer attached. The Moza R5. Nice, you're gonna like it. I like Moza. Moza, I think, has very good products for a very good price. So if anybody asks me like what I would recommend, an R5 is usually the one that I would recommend to start with. I would usually recommend the R5 to beginners. R3 if you're really on a budget and you can't afford an R5 and you were thinking about getting a Trustmaster or Logitech. And if you do have some spare cash, you can get the R12 for like $500, $600. That's a very good deal. What games do I play besides this one, Top G? I played Assetto Corsa quite a lot. I play Assetto Corsa Competizione and BeamNG. Those are the games I play the most. Yeah, the R9. The R9 had the bundle, right, Aaron? The bundle with the pedals, and that was like, I don't know, $4.99 you told me? I don't remember anymore, but it was pretty good. Yeah, it came with the pedals, okay. Try the Space Trucker games. Space Trucker? Really? Is that a thing? What is it about? You truck in space? Like, I never heard of it. Yeah, I agree, Aaron. They should come with, clutches by default. RC, I totally understand. What you can do is, I have a 12 Newton meters here. What I did is you tone it down about 70%, so it's still light enough, but you get more resolution, you get more feedback if you get a 12 Newton meters, especially if you're using a big wheel like I am. What cars do I drive in real life? So I have a Volvo 2005 S60R. Coincidentally, or not, it's exactly the same interior as you see here. even down to the navigation that goes up and down. It's pretty cool. But in my car, it does, when I turn the engine on, this will come back up. And then I also have a 2022 Volvo S60 T8 and a Volvo 2020 S60 T5 and a minivan, 2025 Kia Carnival. So those are the cars I drive in real life. You make deliveries in space with rocket trucks? I gotta check that out, dude. Johnny, yeah. Well, you just ask Drifting. Drifting is about $300 in car parts and another $700 or so in $400 in hardware. So about $700 in total for what makes the simulator special. Johnny, you're using joystick gremlin. You're the first person I get to know that really uses that. I use it too because I have like 8 Arduinos, and it's hard to get like all. Like American Truck Simulator doesn't see all the Arduinos that I have, so I have to use joystick gremlin. It's a must. Yeah, it's pretty much a replica of my real car, my Garage Queen, which I don't drive daily, obviously. It's manual, and I love manual cars, but not for daily driving. And I like my modern Volvo, so I just have a replica of my car inside my home office. Oh, thank you, Allie. Don't worry, man. You're watching, and that's, you know, that's support enough, man. Yeah, Volvo fans are rare. People usually, you know, think Volvos are not cool, but they're super underrated in my opinion. Do I have heated seats? I'm sorry, I missed your questions. I do not. I live in Florida, man. I would not be alive. I'd be melting here if I were with heated seats. But the buttons do work, and they work as they control the windows, so you're gonna hear the sound is gonna get louder. See? And then I can close with the defrost. Top G, you could get a BMW M3 CS, and I have one. It's so fun and amazing. Yeah, the BMWs are cool. I like BMWs, but not to the point that I would buy one. I mean, I really admire them. I have a friend that has a bunch, but I wouldn't buy one. Hey, Star, so you can find a tutorial on my profile page, on my channel, same name as here. What happens if I swerve off the road? You'll hear a noise. That's the lane depart assistance. That's that, and then I'll crash. So that's a common misconception, Aaron. So some Volvos, yes, are like 2000s Fords, but this one, for instance, was designed and engineered while Volvo was still owned by Volvo. So Ford bought Volvo in 1999. This car's project was already done in 1999. So this is a Volvo. Thank you, Drifting. Thank you for the heart. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I agree, RC. You should get massage seats. Yes, that one I could stand behind. Maybe in the future, I'll get a modern, you know, like, I don't know, Rolls Royce or Mercedes. I don't know what kind of cars have massage seats. What's my dream car? Currently, I think I'd say the car that I really would like to buy is a Cadillac CT5, the B, the Blackwing. Oh man, I really like those Cadillacs. You see, my personal taste for cars is I like sedans that are super fast, but underrated. That you don't look at that car and say, oh, that is a fast car. I mean, we all know the CT5V Blackwing is a stupid fast car, but somebody that doesn't know cars will look at that and say, it's just a sedan. A 2020 Ram? I thought about it. When we bought the minivan, we just bought the minivan like about a month and a half ago. I thought about getting a truck, but I really like the convenience of a minivan, you know, like having the possibility of carrying 7 people and a little bit of cargo, all enclosed, nice. I don't know, I like it. And Tambana, it's a game, don't worry. I like the designs of the Rams, yes, I agree. I think the Dodge always been very fortunate with their design. You'll laugh, Aaron, but I did have one of those. It was in between. I didn't like it. It was super tacky. I wouldn't have that in my car. The all-wheel drive Ford Focus. That's a nice car too. We had those in Brazil. We don't have many here in the US. I do not like Audis, man. Of the German brands, the ones that I like, BMW and Porsche, and that's it. I don't like Mercedes. I don't like Audis. I think Audis are not updating very well. I don't know if you know what I mean. I think it's that guy's turn. Oh no, it's not gonna go, so I'll go. So I don't know, but if you look, hey, stay right there. Audis like kind of look like 2010-ish, in my opinion. And Mercedes, I don't think they age very well. I mean, you look at the 2005 Mercedes, I don't think it aged nearly as well as a BMW E60, you know? And Audis, they look the same, man. They don't ever change. I mean, I know their practicality and their kind of Volkswagen way, but dude, it's 2025. Their dashboard still looks like 2010. Do I like Saab? I do, but I never been a big fan of Saabs, and after they went bankrupt, and they're not very common either in Brazil or in the US, both places that I lived, so I never got, you know, the feeling for them. Hey, Mr. Vasago, welcome back. I agree, Top G, the RS6, the RS7, they're all super fast. They fit that description that I was saying, like a car it doesn't look fast, but it is fast. But I don't know, I just can't get away, you know, from the looks. It just looks old to me. That would be fun. Those that you pull. Yeah, the RS4 wagon is, I like all wagons, man. I'm a big fan of wagons. Hey Joel, you had 2 Volvos. Yep, me either. I had 9 Volvos in my life, and currently I own 3 Volvos. And I mean, I'm not like just a Volvo guy. I like other cars. Like somebody asked me about what's my dream car, and I said right now is the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing. But Volvos are my big, you know, soft spot. I have a Mercedes. Nice. They're nice. I mean, I respect them as a car. They're super nice. I just don't think they age very well. I think they go too over the top with some of their choices in design, that it just doesn't age as well as a BMW, for instance, or a Volvo. What do I think of Civics? I think they're nice. I have a neighbor here across the street that loves Civics. He actually just sold his Civic to get an Acura Integra, which is basically a Civic, fancier Civic. I recognize, but they're, you know, they're nice. I like them. Nissan Stagia. I've never seen one of those. Maybe it's only available in Europe. A C6? Is it a Citroën? The Volvo V40, yes. Those are classic too. The wagon. Hey Ninja! Thank you for the follow, Dark Suns. I have not been thanking everybody for the follows, but I do appreciate it. If you're watching and not following or subscribed to my channel, consider doing so. I would appreciate a lot. I never heard it like that. A sweaty setup. Oh, the Escalade V, Joel. Yep. I'm following. I can get aboard of that on that. It drives you insane, Mr. Vasago. I can see that. That's a Volvo. Yes, it is, Nunya. None of your business. You love Civics in 3 a.m. You love as in really love, or you love and you hate it because a lot of them are very loud? You like hatchbacks? Yes, hatchbacks are cool. I never owned one, but I think they're awesome. I like sedans, so it's just a preference thing. The Civic Si, I can bypass the nearby wait station. Nice. The Type R. The Type R is also nice. I gotta give it to them. How much money did I spend, Marcus? About $700, $300 in car parts, and just another $400 in hardware, like wood, metal, carpets, you know, that kind of stuff. Ninja, this is ATS, American Truck Simulator. Hey, King. How you doing? Oh, the V8. Yeah, the Volvo S80 V8. That's super cool. I saw the other day a guy that changed the, I think he had a Volvo S60, just the regular one, and he put a V8 in it. That is beautiful. That is a nice engine swap. It scares you? I always think that I'm gonna be caught and I have to stop at the wait station. If you pass, you get a ticket. I had no traffic violations so far today, and I've been streaming for like an hour and a half. Wow. Welcome to Missouri. Yeah, they're gonna take the whole bay, but come on. Tell me you wouldn't love a V8 Volvo. What BMW would I choose? The M5. I like the M5s. If I would choose any BMW, that would be an M5. I thought you were selling the Demon. Really? $2,000 tickets if you just don't stop at the wait station? Man, that is rough. I did not know that. Thank you for the follow, guys. So we have to take this exit? Yes. I hate this complex intersection. They should have just, like, in the real cars, a little, like, arrow. The game's called American Truck Simulator, Connor. Inline 5s, yeah. I love the sound they make. I'm going a little bit too fast. I'm gonna get a ticket if I keep doing this. Wow. Yeah, the M5s are nice. What do I think of Scania? I like them. They're cool. Nothing major. I mean, I don't have any favorite truck brand. Like some people will go, oh, I like Peterbilt, or I like, you know, International. I'm driving a Volvo here just because I'm driving a Volvo. I like Volvos. Thank you, Lewins. We'll stop for a rest because it's getting dark in the game and you guys won't be able to see much, and I don't like that. The Focus RS, yeah. Do you know the Sonic, the guy that owns the Sonic? He has a nice channel there. We gotta find a parking space. Wait, what Volvo do I drive? I drive the S60. I have 3 S60s. One is a 2005 S60R, exactly like this. a 2020 S60 T5 and a 2022 S60 T8. The inscription model, not the art design. Thank you for the follow, guys. Thank you. Your first S60 was the inline 5. It was in 2012, so you had the P3. P3 Volvos are nice. What game would I suggest you pick up first for your Moza R5 RC Rodeo? I would say get the Assetto Corsa game. It's very, has a lot of customization, a lot of mods. The modding community has been like super active. I would definitely suggest that. What sim drifters or racers do you watch? I haven't been following a lot of race, man. Not even F1. I used to watch every F1 race, but oh yeah, they made a T8, a 2022 T8. That's fast, dude. It does 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. Pretty good. Can't complain. Oh, you found some gauges? That doesn't matter. 2005 to 2007 P70. That'll work just fine, Aaron, with the same code as I have here. I am in Florida, man. Skodas. I never seen a Skoda in real life, but I know they share a platform with another brand. I think it's, what was the brand? Renault. So in Brazil we have Renaults, and so I've seen the models, the same cars. Charles, this is a game. As I want to stop for a rest here soon. It's getting dark. Yep, T8 is turbocharged, supercharged, and hybrid. 415 horsepower. That's the version that I have. Why am I head so high following back? So the reason is I'm driving a diesel truck. And diesel trucks have only about 2,000 RPMs. And so I calibrated. So it goes the 8,000 in just a 2,000 range, if that makes sense. Oh, Volkswagen. So that's it. That's why I've seen some Skodas in Brazil. My mistake. But yes, you're right. Oh, Miami. I lived in Miami for a while. I used to live then in Cooper City, just a little bit north. Now I'm in Central Florida. Do I know Sri Lanka? I just heard of it. I've never been there. Good luck finding parking at this time. Yeah, it's true. If that was real life. Upside. Gotta take a ride. Where's the truck entrance? The trucks are here. Does a hazard button work? Yes, sir. Now it's with the hazards on. Hey, dude, that was very... didn't stop. Alright, do I need fuel? I think we could use some fuel since I'm here. Let's stop for some fuel. Engine off, and let's fuel it up. So what do I do if I play a game and they don't have a Volvo in it? Nothing. I just drive other cars. I don't mind. Not like, it has to be a Volvo. Obviously, every time I can, I'll drive a Volvo, but it doesn't have to be one. I mean, you could, but save a car from the junkyard, man. Don't just, trip a car that you could fix. Am I driving manual? Yes, I am. How much was the setup? About $700. $300 in car parts. Go that way. $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware. Metal, carpet, wood, that kind of stuff. Let's make it daylight again. Oh, you're gonna see me parking in just a few minutes. I'm like 8 minutes away from my delivery. I just need to stop here, and they have like a drive-in parking, so I'm just gonna take advantage of that. But I usually choose the hard parking one, even if I look silly doing it. Okay, parking brake, engine off, rest. Oh, it's done. Well, then you have a simulator in your house, Joel. You definitely have a simulator. Oh, I will back up in a second, RC. You'll see my parking skills are beginner level. Do I have an actual handbrake in your sim? Yes, I do. It's right here. But it doesn't do anything in the truck because, as one might know, trucks don't use a pull-up lever like this. You want to see the truck? Yeah, sure. That's the truck. Your ass, get away. Floor it. There, we're flooring it. Everybody wants me to floor. Going to the red line where the engine cuts. Go faster. Faster. 0 to 60 in. Not available. Do I drive only trucks or what? No, I drive cars as well. I've just been live streaming more trucks lately. It depends on my mood. It depends on a bunch of things. And also because when I drive the truck, it's easier for me to just read the chat and talk to you guys and explain things. How much time do I spend daily on my simulator? I try to spend at least an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours, in the morning when I'm live streaming. So at night I just spend time with my family and do other stuff. 0 to 60, 4.5 business days. I love that. Yeah, 5 over. That's usually what I try to keep. About, 3 to 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. What's the stuff you use to place a dash on? Looks like a desk or something. It's not a desk. It's a bunch of wood. If you watch my tutorial, Aaron, on my channel, you'll understand exactly what it is. It's a simple 2x4 setup with the metal that holds in the firewall of the car. This dashboard is real one. Yes, Ninja, it's from a real car. Stop for the wait station. Don't you love? What's my car top speed? This one is 160 miles an hour. And it's not a car, it's a truck, so I think it should go just about 100 miles an hour, give or take. Hey, A&M, how you doing? I'm good, man. All right, 65,000 pounds. Hey, Eliamo, pretty good. How about you, man? Welcome. You're gonna let me merge, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're a good boy. Thank you. Have I ever played Forza Horizon 5? Yes, I have. In this simulator. There's just one problem when I drive Forza Horizon 5 or some other games here, is that I can't control the camera in some games. So that gives me a very limited, field of view. I have to drive with the hood cam, and I don't like that. But, it works. So where am I going, Carthel? I am going to Iowa, to Tulsa. I just got the new DLC. Oh, nice, Eliamo. This weekend? You gotta go shopping, man. You gotta go get those 2x4s. Does this work in Euro Truck? Yes. It works in any simulator, any car game. Just that in my setup here, the cameras are hard to set up for some games. Most games allow me to fix the camera. Thank you, man. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Have I ever played GTA 5 with this setup? Yes, I do. I actually have a few live streams that I did with this setup, playing GTA 5. And there's some videos. Right there on my channel, you'll find some videos. I stopped live streaming it because when you live stream and there's, you know, language, sometimes your live stream gets restricted. So I'd just rather not. No, North Carolina's not here yet. The whole East Coast is still like, you know, soon. They're not available yet, but they will be. Would it work in BeamNG? Yes, it would. And this is one of my top 3 games. BeamNG's one of my favorites. Yes, you can, RC Rodeo. You can play GTA 5 with a steering wheel. You have to look for a mod called Manual Transmission. Go to his Patreon. You have to pay, unfortunately, but it's definitely worth. You can play GTA 5, and he also has a mod that allows you to change the camera and improve the first-person camera view in car, so that makes it easier. You found a Q60 in a junkyard? That's nice, Eliamo. I hope it's in a good shape, man. I'm going to Iowa. I don't know, Aaron. Maybe. Maybe that would be the reason. I don't know. How long have you had the sim? I have the sim for about 3 years now. Maybe 3.5. But it's been improving and changing. It's, you know, it's a living creature. A Lamborghini Huracan, right. I think I'm just gonna start ignoring your messages. Dude, you buy every car, you have every car, and then you find Lamborghinis on a junkyard. Sorry, man. Hey, bye, Sodi. Oh, thank you, Lewins. Thank you, man. Don't worry. Oh. What Volvo is it based on? It's Volvo S60R. But does the AC work, David? The buttons work, but I don't have air coming out of the vent. I don't really need it. I'm in my home office. So if I have the vents working one day, it will be just a party trick. Yes, you can drive through the McDonald's drive-through. That'd be fun. Where am I going? Iowa. I'm almost there, actually. I'm like a minute away. This is the new DLC. So, looking good. A Ford truck. Nice. You'll need a little bit more space, but that should work. Green light. I'm driving a Volvo BNL 2014. The truck. And we have a red light. Oh, green light. Green, 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 green. Really? Yeah, people try to do things in real life that they shouldn't do. Oh yeah, they have some specials on the DLC prices. That's a good time to buy it, man. When you get the bundles, you save a lot more money. So I highly recommend you get the bundles. What happens if I break the rules? I get tickets. You get a ticket. I think today is going to be my first live stream ever, like almost nearly 2-hour live stream. that I did not get a single ticket. And I think it didn't crash. So I better not run my mouth, because I'm like 2 miles from my destination, and then I'm gonna end the live stream, I think. But I didn't crash today. Yeah, so let me go outside here so you guys can see it. I can change the cameras using the temperature knob as well. How did I get a working S80? No, it's S60 interior in Sim. So I have a tutorial on my channel, and it teaches you how to do that. Turbo Renault, yes, S60R, 2005 till 2007, or V70, because it has the same interior. Here's on the mileage on the dash. Is that because the 120 mile ratio? Yes, David. So there's 2 mileage here. One is the real odometer. This is 1-to-1. If I drive 20 miles an hour, it'll clock 20 miles. Now, this is coming from the game. So the 2185 miles to an empty tank, that is coming from ATS. So that will go down much faster than this will go up. Oh, you'll have plenty of space. 4,000? Oh, you should be fine. I answered you already, Ferris. I'll say it one more time. You get tickets. That's it. That's what happens. You break the rules. You were close. Yes, you were very close. S80s and S60s are very similar. Their dashboard is nearly identical. The climate control is a little bit different. The radio is just a little bit different, but it's mostly very similar. Why not become a truck driver in real life? It's like saying for a Call of Duty player, why not become a soldier in real life? I'll leave at that. Thank you, B5422T3. I recognize that. That's a Volvo engine. Alright, so we are here at our destination. How much did the setup cost, Omar? So it costs about $300 in car parts, and another $400 or so in hardware, like wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, and that kind of stuff. Nice. I know the Volvo nomenclature for engines. Oh, it's gonna be a tough parking, guys. You guys are gonna be able to see me struggling, I think. Let's see. Yep, driving 11 hours a day because you have to is not fun. Oh no, it's not gonna be hard. I have plenty of space to go up. It's just gonna be a straight back in. I mean, I really like driving, but I wouldn't want to have it as my profession. Like, I don't know, Uber or taxi or truck, you know. Yep, I have a Volvo S60 2022 T8, Omar, in my garage. And also, that's 2022, I have a 2020 T5. And I have the same car as this one, the S60R 2005. I have 3 Volvos right now as I'm parking here and trying to answer questions at the same time. I don't get the oversized anymore. They're annoying, and I don't like the Escort. Alright, let's see. It's pretty straight. Could be green. There we go. We got green. And parking brake on. Let me show you guys the parking. It wasn't a hard parking, but it's pretty dead center. So I'm proud of it. How did I do, RC? How did I get the setup, Jane? I built it. I have a tutorial on my channel. Can I show them? Yes, they're on the exact platform you're on. If you go back in time and scroll down a little bit, you'll see all of them. What color are my S60s? I'm not very creative. They're all black. All of them. Even my minivan. I like black cars. A Lincoln. Lincolns are nice as well. I like those cars. I don't know. I'm just weird, I guess. Let me detach here. Didn't do that. Oh, thank you, man. Good night from, good night to Australia, and hope you have a good night, man. I hope to see you back. I live stream every weekday in the morning, and sometimes on the weekend as well. So let's go back here while I give my final, oops, outside the window. Could I show those Volvos? I just told you, man, just go back in my page and you'll find it. They're there. I can't show you here. I'm in my home office. Oh, you're from Germany. Nice. I always thought German was a cool language. Alright, everyone. I hope you guys had fun being my passengers here today on my live stream. I gotta go. I'm commuting to my home office, essentially, so I gotta start working. I have a bunch of stuff to do today. I don't want to leave Friday with some stuff undone. So I'll be back on the weekend, probably. I don't know. We'll see. I am doing a project here at home that will consume a little bit of my time, and eventually might even take my simulator down for a couple of days, because I am putting new vinyl plank flooring, and that will be a nightmare, but it is what it is. So if you're not following, consider following, subscribe, hit the like button before the live stream ends so the algorithm gods will consider my live stream in the future for other people. And I hope to see you guys again in my next live stream. Have an awesome weekend, and I see you on the next one.